welcome back to this special edition of Houston Life. We are hanging out on the coast in Galveston, helping you plan the best beach day ever. Taking a look right now at Pleasure Pier. It's a great place to take the family after a day on the sand. All the rides, food, and fun of a classic boardwalk right along the water. It is beautiful. But right now I'm sitting by the East Beach Pavilion. Just down the shoreline is our very own Mel Camp, who's taking us along on a Bucket Brigade tour where you and your kids can explore the nature of Galveston beaches. Mel, what have you found so far?
Derek, look what I found, the Bucket Brigade! Woo! Okay, you guys get to it. What is happening here is we are on one of the Bucket Brigade tours that happens on East Beach over the weekends. And Kristen from Art Boat, this is so much fun. You do these every weekend.
Yes, I do. Every Saturday and Sunday, 4 tours from Memorial Day weekend all the way to Labor Day. This is all about the creatures and the features of Galveston and what makes the beaches unique here. And so we talk about the sand dunes, we talk about the different animals that are in the Gulf out here where the kiddos are fishing, and it's for all ages. We encourage everybody from kindergarten or even younger with adults all the way up to grandparents to come out here and enjoy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look, take me on a mini Bucket Brigade tour, because we've got a whole lot of stuff on the beach, which I was thinking there's a bit of trash, there's a really nice shell that I might want to take with me, but this is all part of the tour.
Right, so these are all different things you can find here. So this is litter, absolutely, that we find out here on the beaches. So this, you can see the bites that turtles have taken out of these plastic pieces. Right here, you can clearly see the beak shape. And so that's one reason why we need to make sure all of our trash is picked up off the beaches here.
Wow, turtle bites. I did not know that. That is so awesome. I was going to put it back down, but we'll pick it up later and we'll put it in the bin.
We also have things like this. This is an egg casing from a lightning whelk, which is the state shell of Texas. And so we can have up to 20,000 eggs in one of these casings at a time.
Oh my gosh. Now these are all things that you find and you learn when you're on one of the Bucket Brigade tours.
Absolutely. So you have the opportunity to find lots of different species. We get out in the water and we find different living animals like crabs and ctenophores, which I can show y'all a couple of right now.
Okay, what is a ctenophore? Because
a ctenophore is closely related to a jellyfish. So I'll quickly show you this. You also can see a sargassum crab in there in that ctenophore. They do not sting you and they don't have a nervous system. So they are completely harmless to us and they just kind of float around in the water.
This is amazing. So you can learn so much about your beaches here in Galveston just by coming on one of these tours.
Absolutely.
Now, you said the magic word. Everyone's talking about it. Buzzword, sargassum.
Sargassum.
It's on its way. And I'm going to pull in Carla. Carla's the executive director of Come On In, because we were talking before about sargassum. It's really cool, you say, even though everyone's like, we don't want seaweed on our beaches.
Oh, well, I love sargassum. If we had some today, the tour would be fabulous because you shake it out over a bucket and out for fall nudibranchs, which are snails without shells. There are fish with flippers that walk in the sargassum. And then there's even a sargassum seahorse, which I have never personally found, just seen. And then when it's offshore, it's the home of bluefin tuna that are in larval stage, swordfish, sea turtles. So it's moving
a whole lot of use to the ocean.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous stuff, and fishermen love it. They find the mats. That's where they fish for the bigger mahi-mahi.
So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
And
then also sargassum is part of building beaches
Correct.
as well.
So all these piles of seaweed you see, as they get bigger, they trap and hold sand.
Oh wow.
And build sand dunes. So when you get up higher, there'll be more seaweed and more sand.
Oh my gosh.
So it builds the beaches.
I love how it's all connected. It's so
fabulous.
beautiful, and part of the Bucket Brigade tours is learning about the ocean and learning how we can live with it and how important it is to us. And we have some really cool ocean facts to tell you coming up. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to go hunt for some more critters and we're going to come back with some more cool ocean facts and also details on what you can do with World Ocean Day, because you guys have a whole lot of fun events. All right, so we're going to come back with that in a little bit, Derek, but right now I'm sending it back to you and I'm going to get back to my Bucket Brigade tour.
Oh my goodness. And I got to tell you, I was down on the beach earlier and I saw a group of young people doing this exact same thing, and they were having the time of their lives. One girl was celebrating her birthday with a bunch of friends. They even found something called a nettle, which looks like a jellyfish. It can still sting you, so you'll want to stay away. We'll try to get that video for you coming up a little later on. In the meantime, I'm sure Mel is having a blast down there on the water. Oh, and here is that video. This is the nettle. I couldn't believe what we were looking at. I mean, this is something you would not want to encounter there on when you're in the water, but it's important to know so you can keep a safe distance away. But absolutely fascinating and beautiful, the creatures you can find down here on Galveston Island. Well, in the meantime, if you would like to book a tour, you can go to artistboat.org/bucket-brigade. A whole lot of fun. And we're going to be checking back in with Mel in just a bit to get details on a big event planned this summer when World Ocean Day comes around.